The following is the transcript of an interview with former Rep. Liz Cheney, a Wyoming Republican, published on January 7, 2024. Margaret Brennan. We turn now to former Republican Congresswoman Liz Cheney. Good morning to you from here. Liz Cheney. Good morning, Margaret. Margaret Brennan. I won't give you a chance to respond. The Speaker. Is this a fact that he claims that you were considering signing this challenge against Donald Trump while you were in leadership of the House of Representatives? Liz Cheney. It's not. During this time, as Mike said, we were in constant communication. I actually know exactly when he sent me the briefing. And less than 30 minutes later I told him exactly my concerns about the briefing. Mike knows this too. The summary itself was legally and constitutionally invalid. Mike's argument is somehow, and this is very dangerous, that somehow, as a member of Congress, he has the right to reject court decisions, to ignore them. You know, we have dozens of state and federal courts that evaluate claims, evaluate their constitutionality, and reject them. And Mike's position, and people really need think about this because it's so chilling, is somehow, as a member of Congress, he has right to ignore the decisions of these courts, argue that there's no truth whatsoever. He somehow finds truth. He's doing this. He thinks that something that happened is unconstitutional and therefore he can take away the votes of millions of Americans. And it's important for people understand that because this concept of refusing, ignoring, refusing to comply with court orders is what we're going to see in Trump's second term if Donald Trump is re-elected. Margaret Brennan and you write extensively about this in your book, saying that it was actually Donald Trump's own lawyers who wrote the legal brief that Speaker Johnson circulated. Liz Cheney. Right. Another issue is that when Johnson and I first spoke after reviewing the briefing, we made it clear to him that he had misrepresented the briefing to conference members. I also told him that I thought it would raise significant and serious ethical issues for anyone who is a member of bar to sign this brief because you are asserting facts to the court that are not only untrue but have already been rejected by other courts, and you have no basis, no information. So he knows truth. But beyond the disagreement between Johnson and I, American people need to understand how dangerous it is to have elected officials who think they can ignore court orders. Margaret Brennan. And this is for those who are saying, oh, this sounds so complicated. One of the reasons we're talking about this is because House Republicans signed on to it. All members of Republican House leadership supported Donald Trump's efforts to overturn 2020 election and currently support him becoming next president of United States. So from your perspective, it sounds like you're saying that you don't trust Republican leaders in the House of Repre.